Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking the top 10 best Sapphire cards in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. Going to be going over the top 10 cards at each color tier from Sapphire and up pretty much over the next several days. And starting off with these Sapphires, we got some pretty good budget cards that are Sapphires still in the game. I will say, we haven't gotten that many great Sapphires over this season, but over the past couple weeks have gotten a couple of really good new Sapphire options that are definitely upgrades over the rest of the Sapphires we have in the game right now. And it's something I'm a big fan of, to be completely honest. I think it gives us a lot more pretty solid budget cards to work with. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards 15K. We might have hit 15K by the time y'all see this video, but if not, we're probably pretty close. I would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Trying to hit that in the next couple days. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Number 10 is going to be this Darvin Ham card from season 1. I liked this card. I like his release a lot, which is the main thing that I like about this card. Is I feel like he's a pretty capable shooter even with only a 72 3 ball, because his release is super duper nice. He's got great speed, great slasher. He's not really much of a playmaker, and defensively he's kind of meh, not great, but he's very athletic with a very nice release, very good speed. Honestly, he's probably best at the 4, but I also think he's a little undersized at the 4. Kind of an odd card, but he's a pretty good card as well. I like the release, I like the slashing ability. He's not horrible defensively. I think he's a decent card. The first couple, though, honestly, I feel like of these Sapphires are a little bit more outdated. We could really use some more budget cards. I am hoping that the content in season 3 will continue to give us drops with cards at every tier each drop. We need to be getting emeralds and sapphires and rubies and that type of stuff to use. But Lu Dort, I mean, doesn't have the greatest speed. He's not a great ball handler, but he's athletic with a very nice release and elite defensive ability. He's basically Marcus Smart. I feel like they're honestly pretty similar cards, but Dort also has the Divock dribble style. I really like the release, and again, defensively, I think he's very good. I think he's a slightly better Marcus Smart, basically, is how I would describe this Lu Dort card, and I think he's a very solid option. At number 9. Number 8 is Eddie Jones. Pretty versatile option at the shooting guard position, but he's not great in any specific area. He's an okay defender. He's got decent speed. He's a good, not great shooters. Release is kind of mid. Pretty decent dunker. He does have okay playmaking. Couple okay defensive badges as well. Divock dribble style is nice. I don't love his release. To be completely honest, Pro 2 leaner is a good leaner though, and he has Pro behind the back, which is nice as well. I like this Eddie Jones card, but I don't love the card. I think he's decent, but I don't think he's amazing. Sergio Rodriguez at number 7. I mean, pretty good at point guard. He's just a short budget point guard. This card is probably honestly better for salary cap than anything else. 6'3", he can kind of dunk. 50 driving dunk is high enough to dunk wide open. Good playmaker, but no speed booster. Shooting wise looks okay. 85 3 ball, okay perimeter defender, I guess, but not great on the interior. He's not going to do a ton. Release is really nice though. The fact that he has pretty good speed, can play make okay, decent slash and good shooter, and pretty decent playmaker, like I said, with all the playmaking badges. I like what I'm seeing on the card. Overall, Pro behind the back is good. I mean, he's a pretty good card. He's okay, not great. Like I said, these positions, these Sapphires are just not super duper deep. We're starting to get to some of the slightly better ones though. Otto Porter, definitely I would say is pretty good. He's a really nice shooting, catch and shoot type wing. Defensively, he's not great. 80 perimeter, 88 lateral, 85 steal. He's got okay defensive badges though. He is 6'8" with a 7'1" wingspan. Really nice shooter with a very good release. And then athletically, he's okay, not great. He's not going to be timing bursting or anything, but he's an okay 3-and-D wing. Very good shooter. Defensively, he's not amazing, but I like the card. I like the shooting ability, and I think he's a pretty decent option as a Sapphire. At number 5, Rick Fox. I like this card as well. He's a big athletic shooting guard. Really, he's 6'7". The shooting guard position is very nice size. 6'10" wingspan. He's not fast and he doesn't time and burst, but he's a very good 3-and-D card. Nice release, good shooter, defensively pretty good as well. Big at the shooting guard position. That size is very valuable to me, in my opinion, at least. And I think overall he's just a pretty good card. 3-and-D. That's about all he's going to do. He's really not going to be a shot creator or a slasher much at all, but he is a pure 3-and-D. He's probably not quite as, I think Otto Porter is a little better, because Otto Porter gives you a little more athletic ability, I think, and size. So I'll give the slight edge to Otto Porter there. Christian Wood at number 4 is one of these new ones that I'm talking about though. This top 4 guys are all very new, and they're the main Sapphires that I'm talking about that have improved the Sapphire tier significantly. 6'9", 7'3" wingspan. He can play center, he can play power forward. He's probably better at power forward. 74 speed isn't too bad. 81 3 ball is good. He's very athletic, good vertical, good strength. Defensively, not special at all. Couple of rebounding interior badges, but nothing too great. Badge wise overall, not that exciting, but he's a a good pick and pop catch and shoot guy. He's got decent speed. He's got a pretty decent player build, long wingspan, a very, very athletic as a slipper and a dunker at the rim. I like this Christian Wood card. I think he's basically, I don't know, he's kind of a budget Sean Kemp, budget Anthony Davis. Doesn't give you the defense at all that AD does, but offensively is very similar to AD in that he's a very good shooter, similar speed, very athletic. Defensively, not an incredible card, but offensively, I think he's pretty darn good. Number 3, Derek Harper. This Derek Harper card came out in the first Majestic drop, which was the James Harden lock-in, as a 6'4", 6'7" wingspan, defensive PG, 88 speed, 82 3 ball, high enough ball handle to time and burst. He's not really much of a slasher, but defensively, he's very good, very versatile. Gold clamps, glove interceptor, chase down artist, challenger, ankle braces, pick dodger, off-ball pest, and more. Playmaking-wise, not insane. Finishing-wise, nothing too special. He's got an 82 3 ball. I don't know what this release looks like. I still haven't actually used this card. Personally, I've seen some people use him. The release is meh. I mean, he's fine. He's a very good defensive point guard, and that gives him a lot of value. He's a good budget card, though, for a budget 3&D type of point guard who can time and burst as well. Sigs-wise, CP dribble style is okay. Kemba escape is great. Sigs are okay, not great, though, as a whole. I think he's a pretty good card. Easily the 2 best Sapphires in the game, though, are the 2 that came out in this last Majestic drop, which is kind of something that's encouraging, is hoping that that will continue into Season 3. Because 6'8", 7'2" wingspan on Larry Nance. He's a very athletic, big power forward, and he's much more versatile defensively than a guy like Christian Wood. He's similar athletically in Christian Wood, although the badges are much better. His defensive badges are much better as well. Much more versatile defensively, good rebounder, pretty good speed, decent shooter. Release is very, very nice, though. This card is super athletic at power. This card is basically Sean Kemp, is what he is. They're almost the same card, in all honesty. When you compare them statistically and even badge-wise, there's really not a huge difference at all between these 2 cards. I would actually say Nance is probably a better shooter. Athletically, Kemp might be slightly better, but not insanely. Larry Nance is actually the better defender. Speed-wise, they're pretty darn similar as well. I mean, they are very, very similar cards. You could make the argument that Larry Nance is better than Sean Kemp. I like this card a lot. He's a great Sapphire card. But number 1 is definitely this Larry Hughes card, the other Sapphire that came out, who is absolutely incredible. I mean, this Larry Hughes is a 6'5" PG, so that makes him about 2 inches taller than the best point guards that people are running, except for, I guess, Magic, who'd be 4 inches shorter than. But regardless, 6'5", 6'8" wingspan, 86 speed and excel, 80 shot 3, 75 driving ducks. He's a pretty good finisher. Defensively, he's very good as well. He's an incredibly versatile budget point guard option with great size as well. A very, very solid release. Movement wise is pretty decent as well. Larry Hughes is a versatile, athletic, really good all-around point guard option. He's got the size, the shot creation, the shot making, the slashing, and the defense to be a competitive type of point guard at the PG spot in my team. I think he's the best Sapphire in the game. I think the Sapphire tier as a whole is a little weaker than it should be. I think we should have a few more viable Sapphire budget cards, but unfortunately we don't have that many of them right now. But a guy like Larry Hughes is a really good card, and he caps off this list quite well. So that is gonna do it for this video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.